Brothers, sisters, misses and misters, what took you? The Dented Cast is back on the computer. My name's Dobie Maxwell, star of the show. No, I'm kidding. This is Max Bumgardner. He does all the heavy lifting. I appreciate that. Today, we've got the F word. We're going to talk about the F word right in your face, which is fun.
That's right, fun. Me and Mr. Saturday Night are going to have fun.
You know what? People don't have enough fun in the world. We talk doom, gloom, shit, dad's horrible, mom's crazy. All that's true. How can you find time to have fun? Not easy to do.
There was a guy at work that came through the other day with Mickey Mouse ears on, a construction worker. Mm-hmm. And he had pink shoes on and a Mickey Mouse hat. The pink shoes were for their breast cancer awareness. It's October when we're taping this. But the Mickey Mouse hat was just because. And the effect that he had on everybody was absolutely amazing, you know? Mm-hmm. And they're making, a couple of the other guys are, nice pink shoes. And he's like, yeah, this is from my mother who passed away of breast cancer. He goes, sorry to ruin the effect of the ears, you know?
Sure.
But he was trying to lighten the load a little bit, you know? And it was fun. It was fun. And you're right. There's no fun in this society right now. You know, COVID, racial tension, political tension, unrest around the planet, natural disasters, and it's just coming in waves, and it's like, oh my gosh, you got to have fun. People can't go see comics right now because of COVID, right?
You know, there are so many distractions to comedy because everybody's so PC, you say the wrong word, the wrong subject, the wrong topic, cancel culture, you're out. If you're not vaccinated, you can't perform, you can't go to a comedy show. It is layer upon layer. What do? I don't know. I think I've always loved to have fun. I don't know. Did you learn it as a kid? Because a lot of times our lives are not fun. So I always liked the laughter. It was heroin to me, that soothing medicine to make somebody else laugh, and not being mean-spirited and talking down, anything like that. Does that make sense to you?
It totally makes sense.
Now, when I was a kid, there was a show called The Hollywood Squares.
Sure, Paul Lynde.
And they would, if you've never seen the show before, they did many incarnations of it over the years. And there's a question that's asked, and then the celebrity says a smart-ass answer that's, and it gets a laugh, blah, blah, blah. And then they do the real answer, and they win money. And in school, I was fascinated by that show. And teacher would ask a question, and I would think in my mind, razor sharp, come up with a funny answer, and make the kids laugh. And that was probably 4th grade, 5th grade. And, oh, my God, I was addicted to that. And the teacher would say, you know the answer. You're smart enough to do that, but you always have to go for the laugh. Do you think you're going to find a job where they pay you to tell jokes?
Little did she know,
Miss Melcher. So I hope you never had a husband. She was actually very nice, and she told me later, she said, I could tell you had something, but I couldn't let you disrupt my classes. I saw her years later. She said, you're a pretty funny kid. And I don't think just being a comedian, I'm talking fun. Let's take the funny away and just fun. You know what I'm saying? To me, little kids know how to have fun. You give them an ant, you give them a penny, you give them a Tootsie Roll. They're having fun. You buy them a toy, they're playing with the box. They're having fun with the box more than the toy. How can we get that childlike fun back into our world? I think it has to be programmed in there consciously.
As many times as I've shared that bothered me or affected me with my late father, I got to tell you, Dobe, he was fun.
How so, Max? Tell me that. I've never heard that side.
Because he never grew up, and that was the responsibility side. Was his nemesis. He wasn't a good husband. He wasn't a good employee. Mm-hmm. He wasn't a good father. But man, was he fun.
Give me an example.
Well, just get up in the morning after he slept his hangover off and he'd say, hey, the Beach Boys are in the Quad Cities. Let's go see him. That's the type of guy he was, and pull over. Let's get a cheeseburger, You want a chocolate shake? Okay, And, of course, he had that little crack in the window was rolled down just a little bit so all of the toxic secondhand smoke would magically go out, the window, of the car. And we smelled like smoke, I'm sure. Always as a kid, I probably smelled like poverty, just smoke and just like fried food, just everything, all the bad stuff. I probably had that baked in me, Mm-hmm. We could start a new cologne called Poverty and come up with the...
That's a really good idea. Sponsoring the Dented Cast.
Anyway,
smells
right,
like...
exactly. But
Public housing.
he was really fun. My dad was really fun. He really was. I'm not kidding.
I've never heard you talk about this before. I'm glad we brought this up.
Well, I mean, then, like you always say, the wormy side of the apple would come back
No, we're
around.
not talking about that today. We're talking about the fun side today.
So, but he was a lot of fun, man. And spontaneity is the key to that for him. That was, you talk about as a comic, what's the key to comedy?
Timing.
Yeah.
And we're not even talking about comedy here, too. I think just the average person has to find in their heart something that just gives them joy.
Right.
I had a vision. I know this sounds corny. I want to tell you about a vision.
Okay.
Michael Jackson said all the hit songs that he wrote, they would come to him in a vision. And he knew when he was connecting with the cosmos, wherever that place was, and he would drop everything he was doing and finish that vision. And those were his biggest hits. And I had one in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'll never forget it. It was September 1st, 2007. I don't know why I remember that either. I was in the handicapped room at I won't say the name of the hotel. It was a fine hotel. It's just a regular chain, and it's the only room they had left was the handicapped room. You know what I'm saying? So the shower, I had to take the thing. And it's a pain in the ass to take the shower. And I had a vision right when I'm washing, and you are going to be the King of Uranus. Why did I think that? I have no idea where it came from, why I did it, and you're going to make this a character, and it's okay. And I literally got out. I'm sorry for the visual. I got out of the shower naked, dripping, and I wrote down all these ideas, which I still have. And I've kind of half-assed it, and I'm ashamed of myself over the years developing this idea. I remember when I told you about it. And you told, I remember I got this idea, and I think was it your wife or your son? I said, hey, Dobie's going to be the King of Uranus. And I was on the phone, and I remember I heard laughter from that. It's goofy. It's stupid.
Right.
It's 7 years old. I know it's stupid. I have a license plate on my vehicle, which is Uranus 2. I had Uranus 1, and I'm surprised they gave it to me. And every day, 7 days a week, people beep, wave, take a picture with their phone. Can I take a picture? And it's not the Uranus mobile. It's just a license plate that says Uranus 1 or Uranus 2. And I truly believe Steve Martin, if you know who Steve Martin is, he put on his white suit when he got really famous and started selling out stadiums because he said in the 60s and 70s, politics were really, and just like today, bringing everybody down and nobody wants to read the newspaper. He goes, I want my character to be silly, goofy, never had read a newspaper. I want it to be fun. And you know what? He sold out larger venues than any comedian had ever sold out before. He started doing that because he was fun. So the King of Uranus is fun. I have my, hold on a second. If you're a viewer and you like one of these, I have my I Heart Uranus bookmark. And the heart is upside down. It looks like a butt. And it's a butt joke. It's 5 years old, 7, whatever it is, but it's fun.
And we will send one of these to you.
Absolutely.
You could PM us. You can also send an email to the website, and Dobie will get one of these to you.
Absolutely true. So it's a little thing. My point is, it's fun, it's stupid, it's goofy. I have been on a couple of TV shows, cable TV shows with this. There's a hockey team in Milwaukee, my hometown, the Milwaukee Admirals. They're always looking for a gimmick. Uranus was discovered on March 13th by a guy named William Herschel. It's 1701, I believe it was. My birthday is March 14th. Okay, they were doing a tribute to Uranus night for the hockey team. My buddy, who is a sports writer, said, Dope does this character, King of Uranus, and the guy calls me up. I knew that the guy from the hockey team. He goes, would you be willing to do this? So I dropped the puck. Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Uranus. And I came out with the glasses and a goofy-looking character. And the hockey players were looking like, who the hell is this? And I had dark glasses on. It was so much fun.
Right.
They said, would you be willing to sign autographs between periods? We don't know if anybody's going to ask. I signed more autographs in one night as the King of Uranus than I did as myself in 35 years of being a comedian. It's stupid. It's goofy. I truly believe, though, to see the people's faces because it's fun, that's magic, man.
It is magic, and it's one of those things that Dobie abandoned too quickly.
Yeah, I totally did.
And someone else should still do it.
I should still do it. And someone else can do it.
No one else can do it.
If I set the template for it and anybody else did it,
you need to do it.
Yeah.
You can still. I mean, right now, This is the age, not of Aquarius, of Uranus.
It's the age of your thumbs up Uranus.
Yes.
It's funny.
It is fun.
And there's a place in Missouri that has done it since I'd done it. The Uranus Fudge Factory. I put together products, a list of products. A cologne smells like Uranus. Own an acre on Uranus. The star map. All these products it came up with. So somebody kind of beat me to it because I didn't follow through on it. But I still think it's funny. It's fun.
You're still king of Uranus.
I am always going to be the king of Uranus.
Right, exactly.
King Philip Uranus.
So what's the takeaway from this thing for fun?
Think of something to do I work at a store, okay? As COVID came, I couldn't do comedy gigs, and it's a convenience store. And you're supposed to ask somebody, do you have gas outside? You see where this is going. And on the first day there, they have gas outside. No, you have gas inside. And just the look on their face, like, oh my God, and belly laughs. And to this day, that's my line. Right. Everybody says, you're going to give. So I don't do it to every customer, but on the right day, in the right situation, I'll make 100 people laugh with that one stupid little line. Those are everywhere. I need to write a book of just, not how to be a comedian funny, but just how to have fun. And the world needs it more than ever before. Would you not agree?
Dobie, I think this is really timely. 100% I agree.
And I think that
you're ninja level at having fun. You really are. You offer that.
Because childhood was so miserable, and it's all about kids too. Oh my God, a kid comes in the store, and I don't do it when the parents are not there. It's only to the parents. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing in my store? Blah blah blah. Because you can exaggerate. You can be cartoon level. What is it? Is a Superman with shoes? Like whatever you say, kids dig it, and that's an energy that can really be exchanged. And
they're little sponges, man. They want to be acknowledged.
Yep.
Because their parents are looking at their phone all the damn time.
And if I'm in the store and can make the kids laugh, there's a kid named Malachi. I love this kid more than anything, and I know he had a horrible situation. He had some health issues. I know he's got some braces on his legs, and the social worker brings him into the store. And I had some extra cars, little toy cars from I buy them at flea markets, and so I put a bag of about a dozen cars. And where's my buddy Malachi? Oh my God, I got some for you. Hold on, don't go. And I gave him that little dozen bag of cars that probably cost me $2, whatever. And his eyes just, when a kid is impressed, it doesn't take a lot to impress them, but when they're impressed, their whole being is with you, and that is a positive energy, a vibe, a juju, which needs to be brought back. And I'm saying this with the most sincerity as I can. Thumbs up Uranus. Something that's funny, goofy, stupid. We got to develop more of that. We do. That's why we're here today.
Have more fun.
It's fun working with you, asshole. Free your mind, and Uranus will follow. We are the Dented Cast. We'll see you later.